President Trump preparing to address the nation tonight.
It's going to be a long speech because we have so much to talk about.
On Monday, speaking to a gathering of families of Americans killed by undocumented immigrants, the president previewing possible applause lines.
We have a country that's now doing well. We have the greatest economy we've ever had. We restored our border, and that's now totally secure, and our country is at the safest level.
I'm Brian Kilmeade if it's a fucking long speech, by the way. It is going to be a long speech, by the way. I'm just letting you know it's going to suck dick and balls. POTUS about SOTU on Iran. Important negotiations Thursday in Geneva. Iran desperately wants a deal, but Iran can't say the sacred phrase, we won't build nuclear weapons. You know, call me crazy, but I feel like I've heard them say it quite a bit. Like, I feel like I've heard them say that a lot, actually. They said that to Barack Obama. They said that to you. I don't know why. They just keep saying, Iran is not saying the sacred words. If those are the words you want to hear, I've heard it quite a lot. Okay? Kind of feels like you want something more than that. You want no enrichment of uranium, no civil use for the energy grid for you know, no nuclear power for their civilian energy grid, and perhaps even more consequentially than that, the most maximalist demand you have is restrict the range of your ballistic missiles so you can't target Israel. Now, obviously that's not going to happen. Why the fuck would they do that? Now, I will say this. I've been talking a big game about Israel, especially since I found out that their Jericho missile systems have a range. I thought they could hit anywhere around the planet. Israel, I'm talking about. Turns out they can't hit California. You notice that I've been talking a big game about Israel. They can't hit Mexico and they can't hit California. Okay? That's not the way missiles work. No, Jericho has a range. Jericho missiles, which are the delivery mechanisms for nukes that Israel has, they have a range. They can hit sea to make tsunami. Look. You want to see? Countries that are within the range of Israel's Jericho 3 nuclear missiles. Look at that. All I'm saying is, let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. They have nuke submarines. You'll die due to environmental factors caused by the closed explosion, regardless, dog. Guys, I know I'm fucking joking, dude. If Israel deployed the Samson option, the world would be over. Hello? Like, can I make jokes? Can we tell jokes? Or are jokes bourgeois decadence? Submarines have a second strike capability. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Why would they target their ally? This means nothing. Yeah, Israel would never target their ally, like Charlie Kirk. We are Charlie Kirk. Never hit an ally.
Level it's been in many, many years.
But recent polls show Americans don't share the president's positivity, with his approval rating hovering just below 40%. The public souring on his handling of the economy and even immigration, long his signature issue, though the president has shrugged off negative polls. The president is expected to unveil new domestic policies aimed at tackling affordability. Among them,
like what? What kind of policies does this dumbass even have? Like what policies around affordability where he has one button that he can hit. No trans people and no migrants. Okay? And he's been hitting those buttons nonstop. And it turns out that don't do shit for affordability. Oh, and tariffs. All three of those things, I guess maybe not like the trans one, but the undocumented migrants and the tariffs button that he's been hitting is actually doing the opposite to affordability. And now he only has two buttons anyway because the Supreme Court took away his, tariffs power, or at least restricted his tariffs power, right? So where are we at with the affordability agenda? He's like, I'm going to do tariffs anyway. I'm going to do it anyway.
New commitment from tech companies to pay increased electricity costs in communities where new AI data centers are being built. President Trump also expected to devote a portion of his speech to foreign policy against the backdrop of a U.S. military buildup in the Middle East.
Dude, I can't get over the chatter saying, why would Israel attack an ally? I'm still, hey, Anonymous, thank you for the 100 gifted subs. It's just, why would Israel ever attack an ally? It's like saying, why would the American government ever tariff allies? Those are things that both Israel and America love doing, okay?
As the president weighs a strike on Iran. Dozens of Democrats plan to skip the speech tonight in protest.
It's important to show the American public that someone that has led the single most corrupt government in U.S. history, that there has to be action against that.
Others will use their guests to send a message, including several lawmakers inviting survivors of abuse by Jeffrey Epstein. And newly elected Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger delivering the Democrats' response.
Oh, this one is so indicative of how and where the Democrats want to go, how they want to present themselves. They're just like, this is our rising star. Abigail CIA Burger, dude. Get the fuck out of here. What are we doing? Abigail Israel Burger? Abigail CIA Burger? Why are we doing this? Last response was also Eliza CIA Slotkin. Back-to-back CIA champions, dude. What are we doing? The Democrats have to have a bold vision for change. And that change is directly having CIA in the ranks of our electeds. I'm from VA. I saw this coming. I cannot stand her milquetoast neoliberal ass. And for the record, before people say, Hasan, what are you talking about? She won. And that's a good thing. And she's actually going to increase the minimum wage. Sure, that's fine. But you're putting her as the primary messenger of your party. That is a deliberate attempt to say to everyone that is watching, this is exactly what we want out of our new candidates. Okay? This is exactly what we want the party to look like. You have an incredible talent pool of bold, visionary, radical candidates. You have a talent pool of electeds that you could tap into. You're choosing Abigail Spanberger on purpose. I'm shaking my head. They should have gone with Featherman. True. Why didn't I think of that? God damn it. Fuck Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, Summer Lee, Ayanna Pressley, AOC. Fuck it. If you want a white guy, Chris Van Hollen could have been a good choice. No, none of those guys. Okay? We need John Fetterman. That's what we need. We need Josh Shapiro. Why are we going with Abigail Spanberger?
The president has spent the last several days slamming Supreme Court justices for overturning much of his tariff program, saying he was ashamed of them and that they perhaps shouldn't even be invited to the speech tonight. Well, tonight, any justices that choose to attend will be seated just feet away from the president, which could create some awkward.
No one cares about the response. Yeah, except no one cares about the response is up to the Democratic Party as well. If you put AOC doing the counter messaging, a lot more people will fucking tune in. Are you kidding me? Also, I don't know what the yellow ribbon is supposed to indicate this time. Is it still the hostages? I don't know what he's like. Is it the veterans? Because the yellow ribbon used to be, it got fatter, but the yellow ribbon I think used to be like veterans or something. But now it's Israel kind of took that and made it the hostage ribbon. I don't know what this guy is trying to say with this one, but it's fat. It's fat. It's fatter than ever before.
Moments if he decides he has more to say about their work. Craig?
Garrett Hake from the White House. Garrett, thank you. For more on what we can expect to hear tonight, we're joined by Kristen Welker, moderator of Meet the Press. Kristen, good morning.
Maybe it's, is it Nancy Guthrie? Is that what it is? Is a yellow ribbon in honor of, yeah, it's quite anti-Semitic, I will say. It's for Nancy Guthrie, not Israel. Yeah, that's definitely anti-Semitism. I didn't realize that ABC Today or NBC Today was the N in NBC stood for Nazism. That's right. Everybody knows that the yellow ribbon is supposed to mean hostages in Israel, and they stole it. They stole it from Israel, even though the yellow ribbon used to indicate a lot more than that. It stands for not news.
The president says he's got a lot to talk about tonight. Give us a preview. What can we expect to hear from him, and what will you be looking for specifically?
Well, Craig, this is a critical speech for the president. It comes as Republicans are fighting to hold on to Congress in the midterms. One of the biggest questions tonight, how exactly will he address the economy? Republicans I've been talking to want him to stay on message, express that he understands that people are struggling, and to lay out a clear path forward for why the economy will improve. But look, he's facing headwinds. You just heard Garrett talk about this. In addition to that overall approval rating, a recent poll shows he's underwater with his handling of the economy. 41% approve, 57% disapprove. Now,
dude, I want to interview people that are in the 41% so bad. Going forward, I only want to talk to people that are in that 41%, which is Europeans in Asmongold's chat. Okay? Because who the fuck's looking at the situation is like, nah, dude, you don't understand. Things are fucking better than ever before. I really love when Donald Trump did the cryptocurrency rug pull. I really love when Donald Trump basically decided the economy should be only for like a select few elite pedophiles that are in his orbit. 57% is enough to win. Stop wasting your time on them. No, it doesn't matter. I love hearing from guys like this. Okay. I guess we got to talk to Bob again. Yeah. It's literally just team voting. They can't even tell you why. Bro, I'm a European who earns income in dollars and has to convert it to euros. This dipshit president has cost me like 400 EU in a month in exchange bullshit. PBS News, Trump's State of the Union address will be over 2 hours, with one source saying it could go up to 3 hours. Bro, that's a threat. That's a threat, dude. He's literally saying, unless my fucking approval ratings improve in real time, I'm going to hold the government hostage.